So I think we're all good to go. Yeah, I've got a big thumbs up, so we're all good. Okay, so I hope everybody's good, and yeah, that you're starting the year off on the right foot, right? So welcome to the awakening flow. So I figured, end of year is usually, there's a lot of transitions and maybe our energy is feeling a little bit low. So I thought, why don't we amp it up a little bit so that we can create some good energy, and that we can, wake up the body, wake up the energy, wake up that inner fire, and hopefully leave you feeling really good. So I would say, let's start straight away. So you don't need anything. I have a block, just always as a good measure. So if you have one, that's great. If you don't, that's also totally fine. You don't need one per se. Let's just find first a comfortable seat before we get anywhere. And let's maybe sit up a little bit taller. You can roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Maybe squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, slowly roll it all the way down, and find yourself a little bit of a grounding sensation. So the shoulders rolling down is sort of the wave that starts it all, and that helps you settle into the thighs and the sits bones. And maybe you can close your eyes or find a soft gaze, but maybe we just drop in ever so slightly, taking a few deep breaths. Deep, deep inhale. And a long exhale. Through the nose or mouth, your choice. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose or mouth. Couple more like that. With every inhale, we can invite in some new energy, a new start. And with every exhale, we arrive a little bit more in the present moment, letting go of the day thus far and letting go of whatever is going to happen afterwards. We're here now, and that's all that matters. Deep breath in. Long breath out. All right, then we'll take one more deep breath in. Squeeze up the shoulders to the ears again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale with a sigh, drop them. Couple more like that. Deep breath in. And let something go. One more time. Deep breath in. And let something go. Beautiful. Then we'll come onto all fours, and we're going to start in an extended child's pose. So knees out wide, two big toes come to touch, and then you can sit on back, right, so that the hips can fall all the way back. And then you can reach the hands forward, and if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch here, let's start out with a giant namaste. So coming into this little shark fin shape, you can move the elbows forward and then slowly release the weight of the head down. So finding lots of length in the sides of the body, deepening the stretch, and with every exhale here, see if you can bring your chest a little bit closer to the mat. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more. Then we'll slowly release the hands. Navel draws up towards the spine as we rock it back up to a tabletop position. So we'll bring the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip points. And then let's find our cat-cow. So inhale, dropping the belly, opening up, look forward. Exhale, navel draws all the way in and up, releasing the weight of the head down. Inhale, finding that stretch through the belly. Exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders draw away from the ears. See if you can bring your upper arm bones all the way out here. So rotate them outwards and forwards. Inhale one more time. Beautiful. Then we'll come back to a neutral spine. And this time we're going to curl the toes under. Press away from the yoga mat here. So really press, 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 and let your chest reach all the way up so you find a sort of doming effect. And then deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to hover. Hover the knees, nice and steady. Press, press, press away from that mat. And nice, slow, smooth breaths here. Engaging the core, lighting up that fire in our beautiful bellies. Deep breaths here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.5. Getting slowly all the way down. And let's drop into one more cat-cow. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Then we'll curl the toes under, walk the hands out ever so slightly, pressing into the index finger and thumbs, and slowly start to reach it up. Find your first down dog of the day, and then find some movement. So, go crazy here. Really dare to go off the railroad tracks, right? So dare to explore. And there's always an opportunity here to listen to our bodies, right? See what our bodies might be needing right now. Beautiful. Then from here, we'll find some stillness. So we're pressing into the index finger and thumb. We're pressing our chest towards the back of the mat. And maybe turn in the toes ever so slightly, pressing through the heels and lifting the hips up high. Finding some stillness, relaxing the weight of the head down, breathing, always bring your breath. One more deep breath in here. Long exhale out through the mouth. Oh, beautiful. Then from here we're going to bend the knees, look forward, and then slowly walk it up to the front of the mat until we find a forward fold. So feet are hip width apart here. And nice and easy, we're going to find a bend here. So this could be a micro bend or a macro bend. So see what you prefer here. And then grab a hold of the elbows and let the weight of the head go all the way down. So unroll your spine. Let it decompress. And we're just going to hang here. Hang tight or hang loose. I don't know what the lingo is, but see what feels best here. Maybe you find a gentle sway back and forth or side to side. And then nice and easy, we're going to release the weight of the head down. Press into the earth here. So press into all 4 corners of the feet. And slowly we're going to stretch through the legs And we're going to find a halfway lift. Bring the hands towards the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Long spine, gazes down so that we integrate the neck. And then we'll reach it all the way up, up, up until we're in mountain. Finding steady ground here, steady footing. All right, let's flow. Here we go. Deep breath in. Inhale all the way up. Exhale through to midline, all the way down. Inhale, we halfway lift, hands to the heart. And then exhale all the way down. Plant the palms, step it back to plank. So nice, strong plank here. We're really pressing into the earth. And again, we're finding that doming effect through the chest here, right? So that we have a stable spine. Then deep breath in, exhale, tilt the hips towards the right. And then back towards the left. So we're just going to tick-tock the hips back and forth here so that we can wake up through the core. Breathing deep, finding your inner smile or maybe your outer smile too. All right, let's even it out. One more on each side. Beautiful. Then exhale, we're going to press it all the way up to a downward dog. Deep breath in and a long breath out. All right, let's anchor through the left heel, lift the right leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale all the way and squeeze knee to nose. And then step it on through low lunge. So front knee over front ankle. You can keep the back toes curled under for extra stability, but I'm going to come onto the top of my foot here. And then nice and slow, deep breath in. We're going to bring the palms together, reach them forward, and then all the way up. Bring that right hip crease back with you. Crescent lunge. Draw your navel in and up. So really try and engage, 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 and then draw the right hip back, left hip forward. All right, one more deep breath in. Exhale all the way down. Plant the left palm, open up, counter stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Plant the palms, step it back to plank or half plank. Always an option here, right? Actually, let's do this one in a half plank just to start. Slowly lower all the way down. Roll the shoulders back, press into the tops of the feet. Baby cobra here. Deep breath in. Elbows lock into the side body. And then exhale, we release. Curl the toes under, deep breath in, plank. And exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Then same thing on the other side. Anchor through the right heel, lift the left leg up high. And exhale all the way in, knee to nose. And step it on through. Low lunge. Find your footing. Draw that right hip crease forward, left hip crease back, and then inhale, crescent lunge. Lifting, lifting, lifting through the sides of the body. Deep breath in, reach a little bit higher. And then exhale, down you go. One more time here. Press it back to plank. Slowly lower all the way onto the belly. This time, baby cobra, or if you feel like a king cobra, deep breath in. And exhale, release. Press up to plank. Inhale and exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale, side out. So same thing here as in the start. We press into the index finger and thumbs. We want to bring the two big toes in ever so slightly, pressing the hips up high. And this time you're going to press into the right hand, slowly reach towards your back, your right thigh, or maybe your right calf, see where you land, and look underneath your right shoulder. Deep breath in. Long breath out, we release and we switch. Pressing into the left palm, looking underneath your left shoulder. And deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. Let's come on down onto the knees here. Sit on back. Actually, let's sit on back onto the toes. That's always a nice one. So we're pressing through the outer edges here into the pinky toes, into the big toes, making sure everything's connected. And let's find a little counter stretch here for the wrists. So feel free to do this one at any time that you need throughout the practice. If you feel like it's getting a little bit heavy on the wrists, and maybe at the end of the practice, you know, you could sort of come into this posture where you sort of find a little bit more of pressure points. So just work at the kinks. And then let's continue to build a little fire here. Let's come back to our plank. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You got this. Taking a deep breath in, pressing again away from the floor. So finding that dome shape in the upper back, and then let's find our hip dips. Using your breath here to connect to this movement, to give you a little bit more support. You got this. Couple more on each side. One more on each side. Deep breath in. Back to plank, and then exhale all the way back, downward facing dog. Beautiful, well done. Let's take a deep breath in. And a long, sweet breath out. One more like that. Let go of some of that fire you just created. And release. Beautiful. We'll anchor through the left heel, lift the right leg up high. Three-legged dog. Then squeeze it all the way up and in, knee to nose. And then step it on through, this time high lunge. So front knee over front ankle as always. We're pressing through the right edge, or the edge or the heel of that left foot. And then same thing here. Let's clap the hands together. And then inhale, finding high lunge. Getting all zoomed out here. So same action here, right? We're drawing that right hip crease underneath us, and we're bringing the left hip crease forward so that we can hug everything in through the midline. Deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly release it all the way down. Let's keep the back knee lifted, plant the left palms, draw that right hip crease back, and open up, counter stretch. Deep breath in, maybe reach a little bit higher. And then exhale, all the way down you go. Plant the palms, step it back to plank, this time all the way down to cobra, or maybe you feel good with a chaturanga. I don't know if you guys picked that up, but all my toes just cracked. Deep breath in. Exhale, press it back, downward dog. And if anything cracks on your mat, it's all good. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. Plant the right foot or the right heel. Lift the left leg up high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it on up. Front knee over front ankle. Build your foundation from the ground up. And whenever you feel ready, lifting it up high, pressing through that right heel. Drawing that navel in and upwards here, all the way up. Inhale, bring that left hip crease with you and lift that left hand all the way up. Beautiful, then come all the way down, and this time let's step it back to tabletop. And then let's bring the knees together, feet together, Balasana, child's pose. Let's take a bit of a rest here. You're doing awesome, stick with it. The hardest part is over. You've shown up to the mat, shown up for yourself. Take a few more deep breaths in. Slow, long exhales out. All right, beautiful. Then next inhale, we're going to connect navel to spine again as we slowly roll it up. And then let's move on back to downward facing dog. Curling the toes under, pressing it all the way up. And here we go again. So pressing into the index finger and thumbs, toes turn in slightly, and then pressing through the right palm. So claw through your fingertips, open up towards the right, grabbing hold of the right thigh, knee, or shin, looking underneath the right shoulder. Deep breath in, and then all the way back through center and over to the other side. Looking past your left shoulder, clawing through those knuckles, through the fingertips. You got this. Deep breath in, long breath out. Beautiful. Then we'll slowly release. And finding that down dog, deep breath in, long breath out. Great, anchor through the right heel. And then lift the left leg up high. Three-legged dog again, deep breath in. Exhale, come all the way forward, knee to nose again, so upper body is in plank. And then step it on through. Pivot on the back foot this time, so prepare for warrior two. And whenever you feel ready, when your foundation is solid, let's lead with the right hand. Bring it all the way through and then all the way up and across. So taking your time here to settle in, adjust if you need to, opening up. So you want to be able to see your front toes. So let's try and avoid this and keep it nice and open. Beautiful. So when you're settled here, let's see if we can lift and lengthen. And then nice and slow, we're going to tick-tock back and forth, reaching the left palm forward, right palm back. Breathing, smiling, you got this. We're firing up the core once more. I'm becoming poetic here, you guys. All right, one more time. Deep breath in, long breath out. Great. Then we'll straighten through the front leg. Go ahead and turn the toes inwards, and we're preparing for a wide-legged forward fold. So what you want to do here is you want to bring the outer edges or the heels sort of slightly outwards, and then you want to bring the toes slightly inwards so you have a little bit more stability. Then from here, nice and slow, we'll bring the palms all the way back and then interlace them all the way behind. Pull, 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 open up the chest, and then slowly let's come halfway down. Careful not to lock out the knees here. So see if you can find a gentle bend in the knees so that we're protecting the knee joints. So we're halfway down. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go all the way. And then once you release the weight of the head down, see if you can reach. Peek at me if you need to, but reach the knuckles all the way up towards the ceiling, finding lots of space in the neck, in the shoulders, in the chest. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, release the weight of the hands down. One more breath in. Beautiful. Then exhale, again, finding that slide bend in the knees if you have forgotten it already maybe. And then slowly come all the way back up, halfway. Palms come towards the heart. Deep breath in. And then exhale, we'll reach it all the way up, nice and slow. And then same thing on the other side here. So we're opening up through the right foot here. Bring it all the way down. Make sure that you can see the right toes here and press through the outer edge of that back foot. And again, warrior two. Taking our time. And then we'll start to tick-tock it back and forth again. So deep breath in, reach it forward, long breath out, reach it back. Follow your breath here. Keep it going, keep pressing strong into your foundation. And then one more, all the way forward, all the way back. And then same thing here. So we're going to release, extend through the front leg. Go ahead and find that wide-legged forward fold again. And again, we're pressing into the palms. Maybe this time you find opposite thumb on top, right? So the one that feels a little bit weird maybe. Deep breath in and exhale. Let's come forward, halfway down. Checking in with our foundation. Gentle bend in the knees and then exhale, release it all the way down. Releasing the weight of the head down and then squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the knuckles all the way up towards the ceiling. See how that changes everything between kind of letting the hands all the way drop down or finding an active lift here through the chest, through the shoulders. All right, one more deep breath in. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Palms face flat on the earth here. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, this time we're going to bring the heels in ever so slightly. Two big toes are pointed outwards. Bend through the knees quite generously here. And again, let's come halfway up, hands to heart. And then all the way up, but this time we find goddess pose. So you want to press through the heels here, bring the tailbone down, lower belly up, and then find our goddess pose. So we're having our elbows in line with the shoulders here, palms face forward, and channel that inner goddess. We've all got one. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe we sink a little bit deeper. Another deep breath in. Maybe we sink even lower. You got this. Deep breath in. And then exhale, star pose. Take up as much space as you can. Reach, reach, reach. And beautiful. Let's release it down. I'm coming back to the front of the mat. And I'm bringing my toes out nice and wide here, a little bit wider as the yoga mat. And I'm coming into a yogic squat. So nice and slow. You want to see if the heels touch. If they don't, that's totally fine. You can be here too, right? So see what works. And then we'll bring the elbows in on the outside of the knees here. Outside of the knees, inside of the knees. And we'll find that stretch. So if you feel like you're sort of in this position, see if you can counter that. See if you can bring the chest forward, pressing the shoulders together, finding lots of space. You're almost there, you guys. This is the last hard part. Breathe deep. Open up through the hips. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, let's slowly release. Let's bring the hands behind. Hoo-wee, awesome, good work. Let's come all the way down onto our backs. And go ahead and bring the knees in here. Give yourself a good old hug like you mean it. And then keep the right knee squeezed in. Let's bring the left foot all the way down. So release it all the way down onto the floor. And then nice and slow, we're going to open it up towards the right shoulder here. Opening up through the hip. Deep breath in. And then exhale, bring it all the way up and across over towards the left. We look past our right shoulder, finding this beautiful supine twist. Breathing deep into the lower belly, the lower back. One more deep breath in. Exhale brings you back through center. Hug that right knee in, followed by the left, and then release the right leg down. And then open it up towards the left shoulder. And then over towards the right. Looking past your left shoulder this time. Deep breath in. And exhale brings you back through center. And then go ahead and release both legs out long. Get comfy onto the mat, maybe finding a full body stretch here. Sort of imagining that you just woke up, you're still in bed, and you're waking up the body. Loosening every single muscle, maybe give it a good shake. Why not? And then slowly we'll settle in to Shavasana. And so same thing as we did here at the start of the class. Let's take a few deep breaths in. Maybe even a good old belly breath if that feels good. And exhale. With every exhale, release something. Snuggle a little bit more into the mat. So I invite you to, if you have the time, maybe stay here a little bit longer. Connect to your breath and allow this time for yourself to nurture yourself. Of course, if you have to rock on, go ahead and please do that too. But if you can, if you have maybe a minute or two more, take it, baby. As always, thank you for sharing your practice with me and everybody else. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Take good care. Thumbs up to the third eye. Namaste.